Welcome to Psych 3100 Social Psychology. This is a fully online course. So I'm Lauren Corsi. You can find my contact information on Canvas and in the syllabus. Email is the best way to contact me, particularly since we're not on campus. I have been getting my voicemail. So if you call the phone number that is listed, you have to leave a voicemail or else I won't know that you've called. And they have been emailing my voicemails to me. So an audio recording of my voicemails. But I highly recommend that if you call and leave a voicemail, that you also send me an email just to double check that I got that message. So send me an email, and if you would like to talk over the phone, or we can video chat or video conference through Zoom or whatever is convenient for you, just send me an email and we can set that up. So anytime that you have questions about the material or about your quizzes, assignments, your grades, whatever it may be, there are a variety of ways that we can communicate. It's just that it's best if we start with email, just so that I'm sure that I get your request. So check out the syllabus, and on Canvas it has your required textbook listed. So you have this social psychology textbook. I believe the most recent edition is the 10th edition, but feel free to get earlier editions if you want to save some money. So the 9th, 8th, even 7th edition would be completely fine for you to order that print copy. If you want to get the online textbook, that is an option. It isn't necessary, so you could get the print version if that saves you some money. But if you want the online version, a lot of times that comes with additional resources that can be personalized to benefit you, to help you study for quizzes. And so if you find that desirable, then you have that option. It's just that you don't have to have those additional resources for this course. So everything that you'll need is the text and the stuff that's posted on Canvas. So each week we will have a discussion. So you will have a discussion post, and you will reply to at least one of your classmates' posts. And so each week you'll have instructions for the post and for the reply. And most weeks there will be some associated article or maybe a short video or podcast associated with that week's discussion. You also have on Canvas posted a discussion rubric, and there are instructions in the syllabus. But let me know if you have any questions about discussion board posts. If you'll notice on Canvas, you also have a survey. So that is where I'm asking you to help me decide what our last discussion should be. So what should we discuss the last week of this summer semester? And so some of these topics are kind of relevant to what's happening in the news, but are also highly kind of personal and sensitive and somewhat controversial. And so I don't want to discourage you guys from having those types of conversations, but I also don't want you to feel as though you have to have those conversations with people in this class if you don't feel comfortable doing so. And so I wanted you guys to kind of help me decide what should be our last discussion. What do you think would be meaningful to you? Each week we'll cover 2 chapters, and you'll have posted under that week, you'll have slides and notes associated with that chapter. So the slides are what I've created for classes, and then the notes below them are a shortened kind of condensed version of what I would discuss in a lecture. And so I hope that that's helpful for you in terms of understanding the material and helping you to study for your quizzes. You'll also have each week a series of videos. Many of them I've made, but I've also linked out to other resources online and other resources that are provided by the publishers of your textbook. If you click on a link for a video under modules in Canvas and it doesn't appear within the Canvas portal, then you can click up here. I've circled it in red, the name of the video, and that should link you out to the original source, YouTube, or the publishers of the textbook, whatever it may be, so that you can view it if you can't view it directly within Canvas. Sometimes that happens. I think it depends on the length of the video, that sort of thing. But sometimes you can view it in Canvas and sometimes not. Just know that, that they're available, they're there for you. Also keep in mind that in some instances, you may need to link out to have access to the closed captioning. So if you don't see closed captioning available within the Canvas housed video, then link out and you should have it available to you through the YouTube link or wherever is the original source of that video. So you have videos. You also have practice quizzes. So if you'll notice under each week's module that you have a section for practice, and then you have a section for quiz and short answer. Practice is completely optional. It's not worth any points. It's just an opportunity for you to study and test your knowledge of the course content and to prepare for the graded quiz. So you can take these practice quizzes as many times as you want, or not at all if you choose, if you have some other method of studying and preparing for the graded quiz. These are totally optional. One thing that I will recommend is that you at least try out this practice quiz for chapter 3, because what I will do is have the settings set up very similar to your graded quiz. So with your graded quiz, the questions will be different from the practice quizzes. So it won't be the exact same questions, but they will be similar in terms of content covered. And what will happen is with the multiple choice quiz, it'll cover both of the chapters covered for that week, and it will pull 20 random questions from a larger pool. Each question will be worth 2 points for a total of 40 points for the multiple choice section for your quiz. And it'll display the questions one at a time. Make sure that you are prepared going into the quiz because you only get one attempt. And we'll use what's called the Respondus lockdown browser. So what that means is that when you open the quiz, you will only have access to the quiz. It will prevent you from opening other tabs or doing other things on your computer, your device. So that is not necessarily to prevent you from using other resources, because we're not using the webcam feature. So, I mean, you could have your hard copy of your textbook, or if you've written down notes available to you. The lockdown browser is more for test security. So I know that you'll be able to use notes and that sort of thing for your quiz, but make sure that you have read and practiced and studied before you open up that quiz, because you only have one attempt. And so the reason that I suggest doing the practice quiz 3 at the very least is to double check that the Respondus lockdown and the quiz function is operating correctly with your device before you start that first graded quiz, so we can work out any kind of technical glitches that you may have. So you'll have a multiple choice quiz each week, and you'll also have a short answer question. And so you'll be able to open up, see the questions, and select which one you want to answer. And there are more instructions and a guide posted on Canvas and in your syllabus. All right, so you can find those rubrics for the discussion board and for those short essays or short answer questions here under your modules. And you'll also see that your kind of big assignment for the semester is creating a concept video. So you have concept video topics to choose from. So here are the topics, but you also have access to these on Canvas. And so select from these topics to create your concept video. If there is a topic that you really want to use for your video that's not on this list, just send me an email and check beforehand to make sure that that's appropriate for this course. And once we verify that, then you could select something off of this list. You can find more information and instructions about these concept videos in the syllabus, and you have a rubric posted on Canvas, and we'll talk more about it later on in this semester. You also have an extra credit opportunity that's called the exit quiz, and so I put that at the very end because this will be comprehensive. All of your other quizzes are just covering the content or the information for that particular week, but for your extra credit exit quiz, this will cover conceptually everything that we go through the entire course. And so this is kind of looking to see, well, what information have you acquired through your experiences in this course. And again, this is extra credit, so this is optional. You don't have to take the exit quiz, but it's worth a maximum of 10 points, depending on how many of the questions you get correctly. And it will be administered very similar to our other quizzes. And so it's a way for you to get some extra credit points. So I am really excited to meet all of you guys in our welcome discussion board and learn more about you. And I hope that you enjoy the class and that you let me know if you have any questions or need any additional resources or help. I'm very excited about this course. So my specialty, what I specialize in terms of my research, is social psychology. So this is my favorite topic within psychology, and I hope that you guys love it as well. I hope that you find it relevant to your lives and your experiences. So it's nice to talk to you guys, and I look forward to meeting you.